Let's look check out Victoria's skin. So, wow, that's really good. So you wear cosmetics at all? Or?
I don't wear anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So natural glow.
Natural, yeah.
Awesome, man.
Natural.
Yeah. And have your skin gotten better, you think?
Oh yes, way better. It's so soft. I like to touch myself.
Yeah. I will turn the camera off then. We'll get to that subject. Thanks, Vic. So we're at Health and Fitness Week 2011 with who we got here, Victoria Everett.
Yes.
So you say you lost a few pounds, Victoria, on this vegan raw food lifestyle. How many pounds exactly have you transformed?
120 pounds.
120 pounds?
Yes.
Interesting. So how much did you used to weigh?
250 pounds.
Wow. Yeah. Tell us a bit about your journey. What did you do? Did you go vegan? You went to raw foods, or fill us in?
Well, November 2006, I had my gallbladder removed. I was 250 pounds.
Yep.
I had been feeling sick most of my life since I was 12.
Yep.
I also suffered from mental illness, depression, schizophrenia.
Yep. Was that clinically diagnosed, or was just?
The depression was. I wouldn't tell people about the voices because that's the institutional way.
Yeah. Smart call.
But either way, they're gone now.
Yeah.
But I had my gallbladder removed, and I thought that's why I've been sick. That's why I've been feeling sick my whole life.
Yep.
And after it was removed, I felt even sicker.
Yep.
And I couldn't even get out of bed. I felt so terribly sick.
Yep.
And I kept calling the surgeon, saying I'm still sick. I'm not getting better. The nurse finally told me, she goes, some people have problems for up to a year after their gallbladder surgery. Call back then if you're not feeling better. I remember hanging up the phone thinking, I'm not going to live a year.
Yep.
I'm not going to make it. And so I was laying in bed watching TV, because that's what I did.
Yep.
And there was this infomercial on TV, this guy named Kevin Trudeau, this book called Natural Cures They Don't Tell You About.
Yeah.
He was saying, like, you know, you don't take an aspirin because you have an aspirin deficiency. You know, he's talking, you know, and it's kind of making sense. And I was thinking, well, this guy's probably a big scam, but I'm dying.
Yeah, check it out.
Check it out. It's helping me.
Yeah.
I'll see what he has to say. So I got the book. And,
yeah.
you know, basically he said in it, don't eat fast food, don't eat processed food, eat organic.
Yep.
You know, it's kind of eat whatever you want, but make it organic.
Yeah.
Make sure it's not processed.
Yeah.
And so I started doing that, you know. My boyfriend at the time, Jonathan, was making me some food.
Yeah.
And I was starting to feel a little better. Not much, but a little bit. It was enough to make me think about, well, maybe it's my fast food diet that I've been eating my whole life. And that's all I ate was fast food all the time. And so a little while later, probably a week or so, I was reading this little local magazine called Sprout, and there's a little article about that big about raw food.
Yeah.
Just in this corner. I still have this little article on my wall. And it just said, you know, eat raw food, it has living enzymes, things like that. And I was like, well, maybe I should try that.
Yeah.
And so I tried it for one day, just ate all fruits and vegetables, which I thought tasted horrible. I didn't know people eat that stuff. And the next morning I woke up feeling better than I remember feeling in years.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I didn't know people could feel this good. It was like crazy. So I tried that. You know, I'd do that for a few days, and then I'd get so hungry. I'd make up some, you know, cook up some spaghetti or, you know, make some cooked food. And as soon as I'd eat that, I'd instantly feel so bad I would have to go to bed the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And so I after doing that for so long, I just decided, you know, the only thing I'm feeling good on is fruits and vegetables. I'm just going to eat them until I'm full.
Yeah.
So I'm not hungry anymore. So I would eat, you know, half a watermelon and still be hungry, and I'm like, oh, I'm eating the other half. And I'd eat it all, and I was just eating and eating, like constantly putting food in my mouth. And the weight was dropping. My energy level was higher than I'd ever imagined. I used to sleep 14 to 16 hours a day, and I was sleeping like 6 to 8 hours a night and feeling great. And it was amazing. And so I did that for a while, just on my own, just doing that, and I was just feeling fantastic.
No support? Everyone thought you're crazy?
I didn't know anybody else doing this.
So zero support?
Yeah.
Just yourself?
I was just trying to survive. And so then I got online, and I figured out, oh, there's these other raw food people, and so I started meeting with them, going to these potlucks, and they were like, oh, you don't have to eat all that, you soak these nuts and seeds, you can make pizza, you can make cheesecake. I was like, really? So I started eating that way, and it was just not very long, a couple months, and I was feeling sick again. And I forgot to mention back, it was about 6 months when I was doing it on my own, just eating the fruits and vegetables, and I got off all my antidepressants, all my medications. I got rid of all of it because the voices in my head were gone. My thinking was clear. My depression was gone for the first time since I was 12. I mean, it was,
wow.
And I was like, oh, I have my mind back. You know, it was crazy. And then I was able to work on my spiritual and emotional growth because that had all been stunted for years. And so anyway, when I started going back to I started eating the gourmet raw food, the voices were coming back. And I was feeling bad again. And
so gourmet, for the people who don't know, so low carb, high fat, gourmet.
And I didn't know what the problem was. I was reading books. I was trying to figure out, because I was like, I didn't realize the difference. I was just like, raw is raw. And you're eating raw food, it all has living enzymes and whatever. And I was actually co-teaching this raw food class with this lady that I'd met. And I told the class, I think raw is the best way to eat. I was doing great on it, and now I'm not. I don't know why. Because I wanted to be honest with them. And there's a lady in the class who, named Michelle, who had this book, and she goes, I've been reading this book called 80-10-10. She's like, it's the fats. You need to read this book. So I read it and took out all the fats, switched back to fruits and vegetables, and it kind of dawned on me, the whole change, and immediately my mind cleared up again. All my physical problems went away again. And, things are going good.
So, and tell us a bit about your bike. You ride a bicycle now. You sold your car, or tell us what's the deal with that?
Well, it all happened about I don't know how long I'd been back to fruits and vegetables. And I was going on a walk, eating this apple, and this whole new awareness came over me. This whole gratitude. I just was so grateful for this apple for giving me life, and I was just like thanking this apple, sobbing. I was like, I'm so grateful for giving me this life. And it's not just a life. I was thriving. You know, it was more than a life. And, just this whole awareness came of, that my job on this planet is to be a steward of this earth. I need to take care of this planet. I need to make sure that people can have this food, including myself, so that we can live and thrive. And so I decided, I don't need my truck. I don't need to drive it. I don't need to support foreign oil. I can totally live happy without it. So I parked at my driveway and practiced bicycling a year. And I made it. And I went through every what-if scenario. And, there's ambulances if I need them. There's taxi cabs if I need them.
That's right.
There's always something.
There's a bike shop if you need it.
So I got rid of it, and as soon as it was out the driveway and down the road, I felt like even lighter. So I was like, this is great.
So you got rid of your truck and got the bike.
So I got rid of my truck.
Nice. Wow.
And then I got rid of my TV, and I got rid of a bunch of stuff. And actually, my power bill last month was $9.
$9 for power bill?
Because I don't use anything. I charge my laptop, charge my cell phone, and my mini fridge. And
wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, the hot water heater is even turned off. It's summer. It needs hot water.
And so do you have children, or?
I have a 11-year-old daughter that lives with me. I have 2 more that live with their dad in Utah, but she's with me.
And what does your daughter think of you?
Well, she's a pretty happy kid. Yeah, she's really, she spends a lot of time on her trampoline, and she's pretty active, and sometimes she gets frustrated. This winter we were biking, and Boise got more snow than it's had in a long time.
So you ride in the snow?
Well, we did last winter.
Wow, awesome.
Because there was no choice. And
awesome.
I put snow tires on our bikes for the first time in 4 years. I've been doing this 4 years. And she's biking along in her snowsuit. She's all bundled up, and she's like, Mom, I want us to get a car. When are we going to get a car? And I was like, well, we're not getting a car. And she's like, I don't want to ride my bike anymore. I was like, well, you're going to have to ride your bike. Because if you're my kid, you got to be tough. And that's just the deal. You got to be tough.
Got to be tough.
Like, I don't want to be tough. But you know, she made it through it. Now she's stronger.
Yeah, definitely.
And for the most part, she's pretty happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's when we become adults that we really learn those lessons. Like, we appreciate them. But I think when we're kids, we just hate it. But then when we get older, we go, well, that was a pretty cool lesson Mom taught me.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what would your advice be to people out there who were in the same shoes as you, who were like, 250 pounds, sick, no energy, no fitness? What's your tips for them?
Well, I would say, start eating fruits and vegetables.
Yep.
Start out in the morning. Eat it for breakfast, as many as you can until you're full.
Yep.
And do that for a while, and add in lunch.
Yep.
And then do that till you're, breakfast and lunch. Make sure you're full. Eat a lot.
Yep.
And and then eventually add in dinner.
Yep.
And read a lot. Read 80-10-10. Read the China Study.
Yep.
Read Green for Life.
Yep.
Any books you can get.
Yep.
On the fruitarian diet.
So you'd recommend like a vegan, sort of cooked starch vegan lifestyle until someone got over to all raw? Or?
Yeah, I'd recommend, like, if it's too hard to switch to all raw, definitely go vegan.
Yeah.
Don't support the factory farms. Don't support death of any sort.
Yeah.
When you put death in your body, bad energy comes out. You put living, good energy in, good energy comes out.
Yeah. I guess if you want to lose body fat, don't eat animal fat.
That's right. Yeah.
Don't eat someone else's body fat.
Yeah.
If you want to get rid of yours.
And really feel that animal's pain. Study what those animals go through. Don't just ignore it. Don't just pretend it's just this thing on the shelf in the grocery store. Really feel it.
Yeah. Because there's a lot. But see, here's the thing. A lot of people in the weight loss industry say that fruit makes you fat.
Yeah.
And cardio makes you fat.
My sister says that.
Yeah.
She's pretty big. So I don't know what she's doing.
Yeah. So you just laugh at those. You just laugh at those notions, don't you?
I told her I lost 120 pounds on fruit, and she's like, "Well, everybody's body's different."
Yeah. Excuses, hey?
She doesn't seem to be losing any weight doing
excuses.
what she's doing.
Maybe she's got a different genetics.
Yeah, maybe.
Not same
we
same
have
parents.
The same blood type.
Yeah, exactly. It's hilarious. Well, that's really inspiration. How old are you, Victoria?
I'm 39.
39. Wow.
Yes.
That's pretty inspirational.
Yeah, and I just learned to ride a longboard 3 years ago.
Wow, a longboard.
Taught myself at 36. I was like, I need to learn how to do
Cool.
this.
And that's awesome, man. That's inspirational. So you basically got your diet sorted and you got your fitness up. So are you fitter now than you ever have been in your life, or
ever in my life?
So you're the oldest of your life and you're the fittest of your life.
I feel better than I've ever felt.
Wow.
Each year I age, I feel even better. They say you feel worse as you get older. You deteriorate. Well, I don't agree.
Nice. It's nice. So where can people find more information about you?
Well, I'm on Facebook, Victoria Everett.
Victoria Everett.
Email me at vibrantvic@gmail.com.
Yep.
And I will be getting a website up soon.
Yep.
I started consulting, helping out with mental illness and becoming healthy and fit. Anybody interested in that, I'm more than happy to help.
Yeah. Well, you were 250 pounds, now you're lighter than me. That's inspirational, man. All right, thanks for the interview, Vic.
I feel like I'm just floating.
Nice. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
We'll talk to you again.
Charlie.
See ya.